Like and subscribe right now, or else this will be in your bed tonight. What is something that you would never confess to your family? That my mother, who always said time and time again that she will never turn into her mother, has turned into her mother. My sisters and I have formed a pact. If any of us start exhibiting signs of becoming like our parents, it is the solemn duty of the rest of the sisters to bring that bitch back to reality, or in the event that this fails, execute her. We have all accepted that this is for the greater good. The greater good. No luck catching them killers. Then, it's just the one killer, actually. Yikes. That's my biggest fear, and my fiancé tells me he sees it happening. Ask him to help you. Point out things that make you seem that way, and also positive support is good, because I assume your mom had some bitterness. My extended family thinks I've had no career or salary advancement for 10 years. I play a bumbling idiot with them who just can't catch a break. Reason being, they're a cavalcade of self-inflicted sob stories and GoFundMe grifters. I don't want to be hit up for loans every other week. I'm actually a senior manager at an established consulting firm. If they had a good reason for their misery other than got drunk with the money for bills and didn't pay them, I would help them out. Pretending to be a struggling idiot deflects any attempts at soliciting me for money. Note, I live out of state from them, and they don't travel. So I only have to maintain this foolish charade for Thanksgiving and Christmas. My parents are in on it. Plot twist. Your entire family is a bunch of millionaires playing the same con. I like it. Fund it. Put it on ABC for 2 seasons. Then see if you can get a spin-off. I joined the Navy to get away from them. Not because I felt some sort of patriotic duty, like they tell people. I liked it. I found a purpose. I got great training. That got me the job I have today. But I did it because I hated it at home. The military is a great option for people looking to start over, especially if money is an issue for moving away or out. I had a friend who barely graduated school, lost his job, and was being harassed by an ex-GF. I was very happy to hear he joined the military. It was a good second chance for him. Yeah. Had a bud who got caught up with drugs, tried rehab a couple times, but didn't work out. He enlisted because he felt he was on a path to an early death. He now teaches military history at a well-known college, and is doing great for himself. Marine here. I feel this. Marines were actually my first choice. Joined in 97. Got out in 05. Glad went with the Navy. I would never tell my grandmother how much of an idiot I think my uncle is. She buries her head in the sand about him. Edit. I'm probably not your wife, cousin, niece or sister. Thanks for asking. I think you're related to me. Edit. I'm the niece. I feel this so much. My uncle has been taking advantage of my grandmother for years and years, and has drained her finances dry and trashed her beautiful home. But she won't let us speak ill of him ever. I use Reddit. Both of my parents hate me talking to people online because they think I'm going to get kidnapped or raped or something. So I'm not allowed to post / comment / like anything by people they don't know. That's such a silly fear. On an unrelated note, what's your home address? Aha, nice try FBI. Reddit is exactly the opposite of don't talk to strangers. If I saw anyone I knew in real life on here, I think I'd delete my account and have to start again on a throwaway. That I'm really not as smart or motivated as they claim I am. I'm f***ing stupid, and I kind of just want to sit in my apartment and do nothing until I die at 30. That's kinda what I thought, but here I am, 32 years old and not dead. Call it procrastination, I guess. I prefer the word apathy. It's not that I don't think I could do something about it. I just don't care enough. I love the word apathy. Someone once told me, the opposite of love isn't hate, it's apathy. I've always had a soft spot for the word since then. I give myself gold on Reddit. You're fine with telling them about the common shit guzzling? You want the code for price clause to work correctly. Depends on make, but most modern key code ones use factory code 5,318,008. Old Coca-Cola machines code is 4231. Starting from the top, so forth 1 down, then up 2, then down 1, then up 2, and you can access the settings and change THR price. I used to drop sodas down to like $0.10 and buy a bunch. THR and set the price to like $10 each lol. Hey Satan. Anything related to porn? What are you doing, stepbruh? just chasing off those lemon stealing whores. WBU. I talk to strangers online, and guess what, mum? I haven't been murdered by a catfish yet. That's the spirit. Never give up on your dreams. Up until about a year ago, I said I would take to my grave that my stepdad molested me for almost 30 years, but I outed the due date months ago. Cheers. Edit. I've never felt so much love from strangers. I love Reddit. I'm going to spend tomorrow reading everyone's comments. You all matter. And if this post encourages even one person to speak their truth, it was worth it. Thank you, kind strangers. My younger aunt and I almost fooled around when we were kids. We didn't know about each other, and when we both met she was 13. I was 15. As we grew up there was a ton of flirting and sexual tension. It never came to anything, thank God, but we had some intimate conversations around it. Oddly enough, both of us are very close today and have even spoke about how ridiculous the whole thing was. Uncle/niece and aunt/nephew relationships are historically common enough to have an actual term for them: avuncular marriage. Thanks, now I have a new word with which to make my aunt uncomfortable at Christmas. How sad I am. Almost any of my thoughts, feelings and beliefs on anything. I don't think that's really a bad thing, they don't need to know any of that. Damn, that hit me hard. I also try to appear happy to them, even after going through depression in a point of my life, and even when they are explicitly asking me, are you happy? That I handcraft/cast in silicone, nerdy sex toys, and pay bills with darn money. Do you have a website? 4. Research. I really don't enjoy spending time with them. I've been the black sheep since I was a child, and it sucks when the entire family thinks of you as the mean one, then wonder why you don't have any interest in spending time with them. I'm the picky, selfish, resting bitch face black sheep to my family. I will admit I was misbehaved when I was a kid 10 plus years ago, but I'm not a child anymore. They just refuse to think of me as any different than I was and keep bringing up the past. Also, it's not picky to not want to eat off of dirty crusty plates, dad. Oh my god, I'm still a picky eater, but years of having to acclimate to my friends and roommates' eating habits in college made me significantly less picky. Even so, it took years to get my dad to stop saying we can't go have sushi because aggravating cupcake doesn't eat sushi, or aggravating cupcake doesn't eat lettuce or tomatoes. Every time I corrected him for years, he'd be all surprised. I feel like for my parents, they kind of decided that whoever I was at 18 was whoever I was going to be forever. All I want is to feel loved and secure, but I don't feel that in this family. I feel you. In the worst part of my alcoholism, I tried to overdose on sleeping pills. In the way to the hospital, my mom said it might have been better for everyone if I just did the deed. I haven't forgiven her, and I don't know if I can. Understandable. You don't have to forgive her. What she said is something that should never come out of a parent's mouth. So sorry you had to hear that, man. That I accidentally got her, my mom, a non-vegetarian hot dog one time. I just didn't think. When I was ordering, she thought it was the best veggie dog ever and had a great night's sleep that night. I will take that to the grave with me. Edit. Clarifying who backquoter is. In 3rd grade, I cheated on my history exam. In 4th grade, I stole my Uncle Maximum's toupee and I glued it on my face when I was Moses in my Hebrew school play. In 5th grade, I knocked my sister Edie down the stairs, and I blamed it on the dog when my mom sent me to the summer camp for fat kids. And then they served lunch, I went nuts and I pigged out, and they kicked me out. But the worst thing I ever done, I mixed a pot of fake puke at home, and then I went to this movie theater, hid the puke in my jacket, climbed up to the balcony, and then I made a noise like this, hooah 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 hooah, and then I dumped it over the side, all over the people in the audience. And then, this was horrible. All the people started getting sick and throwing up all over each other. I never felt so bad in my entire life. I'm starting to like this kid. I had to read a huge chunk of this before I realized it was a quote. Emphasis on chunk. D. That I was sexually abused by a friend of my mother's when I was about 7 years old. My brother was by a different person and that is known. There is nothing to be gained. Thank you very much for watching. In the comments under the video, write something on this topic, and also do not forget to watch our other videos. Bye.